Hello there, everyone. It is Justin, your Eagle Skipper, here with episode 31 of Journey to the Top here with Darlington FC. Since you were last with us, quite a few games have been played. Last time you were here, we lost 1-2 to Dulwich Hamlet, who were sitting third in the league at the time, and I believe they're still right about that spot. They are still third indeed. And then we went ahead and played Stockport in the FA Trophy quarterfinal. Beat them 4-0 very convincingly. And then we went ahead and lost against Dover, who were sitting 17th at the time in the league, 2-3. That was disappointing. And then we went away from home against Barnet, beat them 3-0. Then we faced Havant Waterlooville at home, beat them 3-0. And then just recently we just beat Dagenham and Redditch 1-0 at home, and today we are facing second in the league, Solihull Moors. I believe that's how you say that. I'm not positive. Just a couple bit of news. Luke Charman, our captain, has scored his 100th career goal for Darlington, so good on you, mate. And let's take a look at our staff because we have a reappearance of an old favorite, Mr. Nicky Hunt. His face has disappeared in retirement, but he's still here. We got the board to agree to add another coach, and this was the first phone call that we made, and Nicky Hunt was very eager to start his coaching career with the club that he ended his playing career with. So let's take a look at the team that we're going to be putting out there to face Solihull Moors. We're going to be putting Davies in goal, a back four of Thierry Small, the Panamanian left back, Annesley and Kwanzaa and Hughes, rounding out the rest of defense. In midfield, we're going to go with Savage, White, and Dixon Bonner. If I click X there, Connolly's going to be ahead of them. Richards is going to be starting next to Charman as our strikers. Just a little bit of news. Rob Harker has really had a long time of being out of the team, hasn't been playing very well, and has been supplanted by Jonathan Keegan here, who is completely exhausted. He's on vacation for a week. He's going to be missing this game and then the first leg of that York City game, of that York City FA Trophy semi-final. But this is our team. Let's go ahead and submit our squad and get into the match. As we enter the dressing room, let's pump our fists and tell them that we're not going to tell them that. Let's tell them that it's prove a point to the experts. Just show them that they were right for backing you up. Let's get into this match. We're going to be sitting in our zebra uniforms. I guess we're not going to be sitting. Some of us are going to be sitting. But the rest of our team is going to be playing, and Richards is going to be taking this opening minute corner, and Annesley is very close. Feels a little bit hard done by to miss that narrowly, but good attacking chops for the center back. We're holding on to a lot of possession, which is really good to see, especially when we're playing this vertical tiki-taka system. It really is dependent on holding on to the ball and having good passes, and seeing that we're able to do that against the team who are second in the league is really good to see, as Charman misses that shot. He was through on goal and just puts it over the top. Reminds me of the last World Cup that the United States were in, when we had a certain goal. All he needed to do, I can't remember the name of the guy. All he needed to do was tap it in, and we would have beat Belgium, I believe it was. But instead of tapping it in from 2 yards out, he blasted it over the bar. But Luke Charman is able to show that he is better than the United States men's national team just by scoring a goal there. I say that with some sarcasm but only a little sarcasm. But let's take a look. This is a nice little pass from Savage to Connolly. Connolly one touch into Charman, who blasts it into the top left corner of the net. And Time is ticking by. I don't like that Small is looking nervous, but Hughes is looking like he's playing pretty well today. He's very hit or miss with his form. He's either the best guy on the field or he is the worst guy on the field. And to see him not yet showing that he's the worst man on the field is pretty good for our chances. And White gets a nice little tackle, but Dixon Bonner wasn't able to get it out of that dangerous position. Hughes shuts down that attack, forces a pass back, and Richards gets a nice little tackle there as Dixon Bonner closes down, and Charman is able to win that possession, gets it up to Richards, who sees Connolly charging forward, nobody marking him, just the goalkeeper to beat, and he hits it just on the outside of the post. Good passing from our team, as we have been all season and all game, really. There's no way that's not offside. There, yeah. He was acres offside. Our left side of the defense did really good to get forward as soon as the ball cleared out. Just left them hanging on an ocean. 3 people offside for Solihull Moors. Can't complain with that. But yeah, there's 23 minutes have gone by in this first half, and we are looking good to get further clear atop the table. There's still about 21 points left to play for after this game, or at the beginning of this game. Some point around this game, there's about 21 points left to play for. So we could drop as low as 12th, I believe it was, but we have successfully surpassed the expectations for 2 years down the line from our board, where they wanted us to achieve a top half finish in this league, and we have secured that already with about a month and a half left of the season to play, and this is going to bring us into halftime. Let's just go into the dressing room, tell them that they've played well, but there's room for improvement. Tell them I believe that they have what it takes, because I really do. I do believe we have what it takes. But let's take a look at our team, see if any changes need to be made. I believe Hughes is going to need to come off if we've got Ealing on the bench, and we do, so Hughes will probably come off. Savage is not playing particularly well either, so he will probably come off as well, and as Jarrell Kwanzaa puts that into the back of the net, nice header from our goal threat in defense. Let's take a look at the nice find from Richards, I've made the corner taker because he has twice as good corner taking stats as the rest of the team. So yeah, can't complain with seeing him make corners like that, take corners like that. Goodness, words are hard to come by in this. But yes, Hughes is probably going to need to come off. Terry Small's is playing worse than Hughes, but Hughes has less energy, and right now with this big glut of games over the past 2 weeks, we really need to prioritize fitness over performance, as Luke Charman unselfishly finds Lee Connolly for the fantastic 15th goal of the season, 50th goal for Lee Connolly in his career, at least league goal. Let's look at this excellent bring down from Charman. Just takes it, stops, finds Connolly, hits him in stride, and there was nothing the keeper could do except sit there and watch Connolly score. But 63 minutes gone by. Let's go ahead and take Hughes off for Ealing. If we need to, we can switch him over to the other side, bring on a center back, put Kwanzaa out there. But I think we'll keep that other change and instead take White off, who's not playing particularly poorly, but just get Hatfield on and maybe swap him over with Savage, have Savage push forward. Dixon Bonner is a pretty good defensive midfielder, and I think we'll bring No, we can't bring Harker on because Richards is playing too well to justify it. But we'll watch Hatfield take this corner and give it to Kwanzaa for his second goal of the game, 7th of the season for our center back. I'm speechless. This has just gone so much better than I was expecting. I was expecting us to get a 1-0 or a 2-1 or something of that nature, but a 4-0 drubbing of the second best team in the league has really got me confident going forward. But we can drop back our team just that little bit as we are doing exceptionally well so far. We'll try to see the rest of this game out. Maybe not press quite as much. No, we'll keep the pressing because we want the defense to stay as good as possible. But we'll let... And Ealing is really starting to drop off as that one is disallowed for offside. I didn't see that, but I trust the line, especially when they're helping us out with 2 offsides in this game. Let's take a look at this because I couldn't see. Oh, yes, very much offside. Very much offside. Good thing that he's paying attention because I was not. And we've got a lot of complacent people. Harker is the only one not looking complacent, so we'll bring him on for Richards. As we said, we're prioritizing fitness over everything else. We'll have Harker sit in that deep-lying forward role. We could switch him over to an advanced forward, but that would require several more clicks, and we just want to see the rest of this game out. But yeah, 10 minutes left to go. I'm going to drop us back to defensive, lower our tempo even further, to waste our time even more. And yeah, this has just been a really professional job. Let's drop some praise on the team, just get them some green faces for the last 5 minutes of this game. Let's hope it doesn't turn into complacent faces, but they're green for the time being. And we're holding on to possession. I hope this isn't an extraordinarily long highlight. Just really want to see the rest of this game out. We're done trying to score, and we are done letting them score, hopefully. And as I've said that, my words are going to come back to bite me because they're going to end up scoring from this. I can just feel it. Harker does do well to get that down, finds Luke Charman in on goal, but hits it straight at the keeper. And as we've learned time and time again, we tend to score a lot more goals when the ball is kicked behind the keeper and not at the keeper. That just seems like enough of a blanket statement that I can make it, even though I think that nobody will dispute that, except for maybe Louis Annesley, who has a profinity for hitting the ball super hard directly in the hands of the keeper and having that rocket past. But we'll watch the last, what looks like it will be the last highlight of the game, as there's only 30 seconds left. Even if they get a goal in this point, it will just serve to not pay any shutout bonuses for our defense, which is, fine, but ideally we'd like to keep this 4-0 victory. And it looks like there's going to be one corner for the final 2 kicks of the game, and we'll get to watch it happen. He's really surveying the field, trying to pick his pass. Kwanzaa gets that out, Connolly gets on it, and that is the end of the game. We'll go into the dressing room, outstretch our arms, tell them that we're really pleased with the result and the performance. Inspiration and motivation all around should push us to continue on into successfully winning this league, because that puts us 8 points clear at the top. Things have to go exceptionally poorly for us to lose the league at this point. But let's take a look at the schedule. I think I'm going to show you these 2 York games. Haven't shown you any FA Trophy matches, and I don't just want to show you the final and what looks like will be our last attempt at this competition. And York are some pretty big rivals of Darlington, so we'll come back for those 2 games. I'll play this Bromley game off camera, but you'll see these 2 York games tomorrow. So I want to thank you for watching today's episode. If you enjoyed it, go ahead and leave a like, drop a comment if you'd like to name one of our youth intake players, and subscribe if you'd like to continue to join us on our journey to the top.